Hello, how are we? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the El Chappy Sports Show. I'm your host, Alan, and we are ready to go. It's been a frenzy already. But before we do, lovely Sarah P, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. Please hit the like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the way in. Hope you're doing well, Sarah P. I know you're doing well, Sarah P, because of the 49ers. Bang, bang. We do know that Sarah P has a smile on her face right now. Dave, how are you, sir? Nice to see you, buddy. Here we go. It's been huge already. I was trying to keep up. I just couldn't keep up with it. Just so much news. The Bears, Devin Bush, and all that. Dave just come through as well. So many things happening, but the guy in the moment, as we all know, has to be this guy here. Mike Evans signed to the 49ers. I made that graphic and the news came in that he signed for 60.4 million over 3 years. Sarah P is over the moon, aren't you, Sarah? Sarah P, you must be over the moon, my darling, because I didn't see it coming. I did not see this coming whatsoever. I did not see Mike Evans ever leaving Tampa Bay at all. So that was a shock to my system to see that earlier on. I knew there was talks, but like talking's one thing. To actually go and sign for another team, to leave his legacy there. I mean, he still got his legacy there and everything, but I was just shocked. And it would be a big team, the Rams or the 49ers or something like that. I'm just shocked that it is. But I do know we got a happy Josie and a happy Sarah P. That is the main thing. Happy girls in the chat, which we love and adore to see. But good luck to him. I mean, they are in the window. Brock Purdy's got another weapon. Ayuk is obviously not there. Deebo Samuel's gone. They needed a wide receiver. They needed a experienced wide receiver. And Mike Evans fits that bill. I just didn't expect it. I just didn't expect it. So, but yeah, good luck to him, I say. Doing a happy dance. I bet you're doing a happy dance. I would be as well if I were you. It's an amazing move for the 49ers. And to have it as 60 million over 3 years, 20 million. I'm not sure what the contract structure is, to be fair, but I'm getting notifications all the way through here. We've got so many that came through today. Oh, well, where do we start? I mean, the first domino fell. No worries, Dave. See in a second, buddy. I got my coffee here as well. First domino that fell today was obviously Alec Pierce. I did not expect. Well, I did expect this one, but I did not expect this one. If that makes sense, because I truly believe that this is an overpay. I don't. It's basically 29 million per year. I don't quite understand why they want to pay that much for him. I know they drafted him. I struggle with it a little bit, if I'm being honest. I knew somebody would overpay. I wasn't sure that the Colts would. I mean, overpay. They paid big money for Sauce Gardner last season, and now obviously they have, paid for Alec Pierce as well. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but for me, he's not worth that money. But again, I hope he does prove me wrong. I hope he proves me wrong and that he wins the world for them. I don't see it. He thinks he's going to win a Super Bowl with the 49ers, Dave says. Dave Umberger, our resident Green Bay Packers fan. But the Rams are better and Seattle made a mistake with ditching the Super Bowl MVP. Well, we'll get on to all that later on. But Alex Pierce, 4-year contract, 116 million, 29 million per year. 84 million guaranteed, 60 million guaranteed at signing. So it's a big move. And when you have that kind of big move, it obviously affects the market. Christian Kirk did it a few years ago, and now Alec Pierce is doing it with the Colts. It all gets affected, and there's a knock-on effect to all of it. But what can you do? What do you all think? Do you all think it's a good move, bad move? Are you all as negative as me, or are you all more positive? I mean, if you're a Colts fan, I suppose you're positive. But to me, the bad side of this signing was the loss of Michael Pittman Jr. traded to the Steelers. What a great trade for the Steelers. I don't know what the details were of the trade. I just know he's getting 3 year, 59 million contract. And I think that he's very happy. I'll go and see if he has posted today. So let me go and see what he actually says. I'll try and get up on screen here. He did say that his wife Kiana had a dream about him playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers, which I think is pretty incredible. So Tom Pelissero, he said that. Trying to find it now. Yeah, please follow. I mean, I know some people are watching on Twitter right now. I think you can comment on Twitter, but if not, come and join us here on Twitter, not Twitter, YouTube. We are here. We got comments going. We're going to be here for a little bit to go through everything. Here he is. Let's have him here now. Share screen. There you go. Here he is, MPJ. Michael Pittman Jr. His wife, Kiana Pittman. So if you all remember, he had a documentary on YouTube. Not documentary. He had a series. They do a lot. So background, if you don't know, I didn't see that day because I didn't know that Pickett went to the Steelers, Dave. So thanks for that. So it's interesting because they have a new. When he signed the last contract, he made a decision they are always going to live in Indiana, and they have a farm there. They have 3 kids, I believe. But yeah, he's a great player. I think he's better than Alec Pierce, even though I can't understand why they want to stick with Alec Pierce as well. He says, crazy, my wife, Kiana Pittman, had a dream a month ago. I was wearing a Steelers jersey. God works in crazy ways. And black and gold, Steel City. He's going to be a great addition. He's going to be a great addition to the Steelers. DK Metcalf on him. That's going to be that's a dream come true. Do you know what I mean? Dream come true. Here he is. Dre Days Cars, and if you haven't subscribed to Dre Days Cars with Nate, please go and subscribe to him. I'll get his link as well now, so that we got that as well. If you're into card openings and stuff like that, you can do that. I bet you're happy. Yeah, I bet you're happy. But also, I think that Malik Willis going to the Dolphins. I'm not sure how you feel about that, because obviously, what does that do for the Arizona Cardinals now? So I don't know. Well, let us know what you think, Nate. Let us know what you think. Tell Josie to get her ass in here so she can post your links in here, because I can't do 2 things at once here. But hope you're doing well, my friend. We'll go through some of the teams and some of the stuff now. Pittman, yeah, I did see that reaction. We'll go through some of the teams. I just want to go through some of the key ones that have come in so far. Who's going to throw in the ball? Well, allegedly Aaron Rodgers, they're pinning their hopes on, but there's a lot of speculation they're going to stick with Will Howard. They do deem him to be, someone of high standard, shall we say. So that will be interesting. There she is. Thank you, brother. Oh, thank you, Sarah P. Here she is to talk about the better half, Josie. Thank you, Josie, for tweeting this out live now. So there you go. She's the better half between Nate and Josie. Thank you, brother. There you go. Dre Days Cards. Got to support our friends. Do you know what I mean? So that was obviously one of the first ones to come out. Then obviously some of the dominoes came out, and we had Vermont Jones going to the Patriots from the Baltimore Ravens. 3 years, 39 million. So obviously 30 million per year there. An interesting one came up. Then we had Eric Stokes. He did not go to the Packers. He went to the Steelers. I forgot to redo that. Sorry, not Steelers, to the Raiders. He went to the Raiders, didn't he, Dave? He re-signed with the Raiders, so that's my bad. That's my bad. He re-signed with the Raiders for 30 million, 3 years, 30 million, 20 million guaranteed. So 2-year contract, essentially. 20 million. Not sure what the signing bonus was for that, but he was with the Raiders and stays with the Raiders. I don't know why I put the Packers in that. I must have been mistaken there. Then another domino, huge domino fell straight away with Kenneth Walker, the third. The Seattle Seahawks let him go, obviously, and he ended up here. Let me make go a little bit bigger. He ended up going with the Chiefs. Most people in their drafts had Jeremiah Love going to the Chiefs, but yeah, I don't think he would have reached pick 9. So they said, you know what, we're going to go and get Kenneth Walker. Now, I'll be honest with you, I expected him to be a little bit more expensive than what he ended up being. It's a 14.35 million per year contract on average. I thought it might be a little bit more than that, but I think most people think it's about what it should be. So, that's fine. 28.7 million guaranteed, but that was probably the biggest domino to fall today in the sense of knowing where he went. I actually thought he might go to the Broncos, if I'm being honest. I thought Broncos might be his team because they are ready to win right now. But this just propels the Kansas City Chiefs back to being one of the favorites to win the Super Bowl next year. Do I think they're going to win it? I don't know. You can't ever rule them out. And when you've got Kenneth Walker and Patrick Mahomes, and obviously they've re-signed Travis Kelce as well. So, Taylor Swift will be back in Arrowhead next season. So that was another one that came up. Let me get rid of some of these. I really tried really hard to get some of these graphics done as I could do them, but it was super hard to keep up because I got so busy. Isaiah Likely, I thought he was going to end up with the Patriots. I thought he was going home to the Patriots, but no, he ended up going to the Giants, going back to be with Harbaugh there with the Giants. He has a 3-year contract, 40 million, and a possibility of it rising to 47.5 million with incentives and things like that. Good deal. He's such a solid tight end, in my opinion. That's a good signing for them. He must love Harbaugh because I do think he had other offers, but I think he's got a great amount of respect for him. So he did end up going there. So I must keep looking at my phone because things keep pinging, more and more deals coming in. I'm just going through some deals from earlier on just so we can keep up to it. Now, this one's a shock. I did not see this one coming. Jalen Phillips. I did not see this one coming. Titans are making moves today as well. Whoa. Jalen Phillips. Okay, that's a good sign there as well. Jalen Phillips signed to the Panthers. Everyone thought he was going back to the Eagles, but he ends back going to the Panthers. No one heard anything about him going to the Panthers, but he ends up going there. 4 years, 120 million. I was shocked at that figure. I did not expect that. Good luck to him. He got the bag and more. What can you say? 30 million per year, 80 million guaranteed. That is just a great move for him. And obviously, the Panthers are a really good team. They're on the rise, shall we say? They're a really good team, and I think that that was a really good signing for them. And then obviously, the Rams, they could just keep on cooking. They went, you know what? We took one cornerback from the Chiefs. We want to take another one, and they took Jalen Watson. So here he is, 3 years, 51 million, 17 million guaranteed. Okay. We'll go through some of the new ones coming through now because they're all flying through at the minute, still coming through. I just want to go through some of the earlier trades for those that maybe not seen them. So now the Rams have got 2 corners who used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let me remove some of these. Right, what we have here, I got a few more to put up. I just need to find them now, put them up. I know there's another big one that Dave will be happy about, which we'll end on. You got Tonga, who went to the Chiefs from the Patriots. Big loss for the Patriots, but really good signing for the Chiefs. 40 million guaranteed 3-year contract, 7 million average per year. I think that's pretty good for the Chiefs. They've done well there, in my opinion. He is a solid, really good player that will only benefit them. So let me have another look here who I haven't done here. Yeah, we have Wan'Dale Robinson. This was, everyone knew this was going to happen. It is the ex-Giants going with his old head coach, Brian Daboll, to the Titans. 4 years, 78 million contract. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one. I think it's a little bit of he's a good player, but I'm not sure I'll be paying quite that much for him. But hey, if you're paying 29 million a year for Alec Pierce, then all better off, I imagine. So we had that one. Okay, who else do we have here? We have a couple more that I made cards for. Laremy Tunsil as well. He is re-signed with the Commanders. He basically had a 2-year contract extension, added another 60.2 million, and 61.5 million of the total contract is guaranteed, and a 32.5 million signing bonus. That is a rock on the left-hand side of the O-line for the Commanders, and someone they wanted to lock up, and I don't blame them. He is, still one of the best left tackles in the league. Right, we also have a couple more big ones coming here. Travis Etienne Jr. I did not see this coming to the Saints. I thought he was going to go to either Nashville or to the Chiefs or stay with the Jaguars, but he ends up with the Saints. 4 years, 52 million contract, 13 million average per year. So again, good signing for them. Hard running back. So yeah, just unexpected. The Saints don't normally spend, so that's why I was a little bit surprised that they've opened the checkbook this year. And yeah, I mean, you could say a little bit of an overreach maybe in terms of money, considering it's a running back. But it is what it is. He got more than what Walker did. It's what did Walker get? Hang on, let me get Walker up again. I think Walker got more per year, but overall contract, you might be right there. Let's get Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker got 3 years, 43 million, and what's Travis Etienne? He had 4 years. So wrong one. Sorry, hang on, wrong one. The difference is that Kenneth's a 3-year contract, and Travis is a 4-year contract. So per year, Kenneth had more, but obviously the base of the contract is more for Travis. But I imagine, Walker thinks that he can get another big contract after this year as well. So 3 years makes more sense, I think. I think he probably got a bit of a better deal. But however, depending on how much of it is guaranteed for Travis Etienne, that's a good deal for him as well. That was a huge move for Walker. I just can't believe that teams have allowed the Chiefs to do this again. Right. Couple more, and then we'll go live to what's going on out in the world, because there's been quite a few moves in the last 10 minutes, and they all seem to be coming through right now, which is brilliant as I'm showing all these. The Tyler Linderbaum contract details: 3 years, 81 million contract, 27 million average per year, and I mean, rumors were that he was going to go to either Washington or the Raiders. I didn't know. I think the Giants were in on him as well. But yeah, he's a great player. He was undoubtedly probably the best player in free agency, and a huge need for the centre wasn't. I wasn't going to say centre's a massive need for the Raiders because they have a centre there, but he can go back and play guard again. I forget I forget his name now. Jackson Powers or something. I forget his full name, but he is a centre but played guard last year, so he's going to go back and play Jackson Power something. He's going to go back and play guard, and Tyler's going to come in and play centre. So it just makes it all stronger, which is a good thing, I think. And finally, Nate, you'll enjoy obviously the final one. Maybe not, because I think you might have been hoping that he comes to the Cardinals. We have Malik Willis, who signed as well. Yes, I agree with you. That was good signing, solid signing in the O-line for Fernando Mendoza. You're right. Malik Willis signed to the Dolphins, 3 years, $67.5 million. I think that Spotrac actually did. Oh, there's a load of moves happened here, so we will go into that in a second. Let me see what the Titans are on the roll. The Titans are signing everybody at the minute. Hang on, let's just see here. Hang on, let me put these on. This is Malik Willis from earlier on today on the Pat McAfee show.
So you've obviously seen what life is like at the top as the franchise quarterback. How do you expect yourself now to lead the Dolphins? What have you learned from the last time maybe? And how do you kind of take what your past is and now make it the best version of yourself in South Florida?
All you can do is be genuine yourself and do what you can to put everything that you have on the table. All you can do is do your part and, hold guys accountable as well as hold yourself accountable and not be afraid for, all those things to play together. I mean, we can't do it by ourselves. It's a team game. I know they have all these different, thought processes about it, but it's a team game and we got to be all in it together.
45 M is guaranteed.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we doing good. Any first thoughts on what we're buying? Need to do something? Need to treat ourselves? We worked hard for this moment. Any thoughts on that, or are we just working all ball all the time?
Yeah, I gotta take a shower now, bro. I just got off the field. You gotta call me at a bad time to figure out something to eat.
Yeah, man. Get yourself a good meal, brother. Eat well. You deserved it. You earned it. And congrats on going to Miami. We got Dolphins fans in here who are incredibly pumped for you going down there. So good luck, man.
Still mute myself. I don't disagree with you, Dave. I don't disagree with you. They may have overpaid him. It's a lot going on. Let's see Frank the Tank. He made a video to welcome him. So hang on. This is, if you don't know, this is Frank Fleming from Barstool Sports. He's a Dolphins fan, and this was his reaction.
I believe the Dolphins signed Malik Willis.
So they got rid of Tua, and they're bringing in Tua 2. The sequel.
So happy.
Tua 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Tua 2.
Their number 1 pick. They give them draft picks for a guy who sucks. He's 2-2. He's the same quarterback.
I love it.
Could have given Quinn Ewers a shot. But nope. Doing the same mistake again. God damn it.
I believe.
You just gotta love fan reactions. Do you know what I mean? You just gotta love it. I feel for him. I just disagree with what Dave said. He might be a little bit too much. So he's got in there. He hasn't got much experience yet. I don't disagree with Frank because obviously Quinn Ewers was there. He might have been the guy, but they just felt Malik was the guy. They know him better than most people. And I said that I called my shot a few days ago and said he was going to the Dolphins. He was always either going to be the Arizona Cardinals or the Miami Dolphins, and I leant more towards the Dolphins. I think that's a better move for him. Get down there. I just interesting now see what the Cardinals do. They've not made a move yet. They need to pull their fingers out. That's for sure. Sarah P says, "I feel the same way sometimes. So do I." I just love that reaction, you know. So, so there's that. That was obviously probably the one of the main dominoes that people wanted to see where they end up, you know. So that's another one gone. As I said, we got a mixture of fans in here. We got some Bears fans, Patriots fans, we got Arizona Cardinals fans, we got some 49ers fans in here, Green Bay fans in here. So there's a lot of different fans that will be feeling a certain way about things, you know. So we got one happy bunny here. We got, where's she gone? Hang on. We take that off. We got Hot Mama here. We got Josie here. She's happy. She says, "Let's go Niners." She's very happy about the 3-year deal for Mike Evans to the 49ers. I think the Cards are comfortable with Brissett, as I am. Are you? I'm shocked. I don't know. I'm not a massive Brissett fan. I think he's a very solid backup. I'm not sure how I feel about him being a starter. That's what I'm really not sure. So I'll go with what you're saying, but he's not my. I don't know. I just thought they might go for someone like Garoppolo. Do you know what I mean? That's who I thought they would be wanting to go for, is Garoppolo. Maybe they still do. You know, I don't know. I'm shocked that you say that you're happy with him. Do you know what I would love to see is, Josie, if the Cardinals sign Zach Wilson to be their starter, please make a video of Nate for us and make sure he's okay for us. Oh, man. So here we go. There's Josie. She's here in the chat, but she's also there busy on Twitter as well. So Josie Bang Bang, true 49ers fans. Yes, we will see. We will see. I know, I've seen that one. I will get to that one now. Right. Let's zoom down here, the list here, because there's so much gone on. Let's see what's been going on. Oh, I've gone too far there. Let's go back up a little bit. Right, we've gone too far behind there. It's about here, I imagine. No, we're still a bit far behind there. Oh, we've gone too far now. You're right. That was a big move for the Vikings, not Vikings, Titans, sorry. Let's have a look here. So, Titans. Anyone but Kyler. We'll get into Kyler in a second. So the Titans are signing former Broncos defensive end, John Franklin Myers, to a 3-year, $63 million deal. That's huge. That's huge. My reaction will be worse than that guy with a collar shirt and basketball shorts if we get Zach Wilson. I could send you some crush up video of him cussing out Kyler. Awesome. I love it. I love that. I think that. Oh, no, that's not. I thought it was something different. So we got him gone. Defensive tackle. Oh, they're doing a lot of talk about it. There you go, Bad Dazza. Thank you, Bad Dazza. Brown signing ex-Chargers, O-line Zion Johnson. He was a first-round pick, so that's interesting. Mike Evans in Tampa. Look at that, how young he was. Wow. Zion Williams. There you go. Thank you, Josie, again for that. Falcons are closing in on Tua. Whole league is shaking to face Tua. Dotson and Zakus, however you say that. I don't know how you say that. And yeah, Dak Prescott and his girl did split up. I know. We might actually look at that in a second. Tua, well, so I think it makes sense that Tua goes to the Falcons. Yeah, because he's a left-handed, and Michael Penix Jr. is also left-handed. So I think that does make sense why they went there. Let's see what's more recent news here. I love this as well. Veteran Tremaine Edmonds to the Giants for 3 years, 36 million. He's a very good player. I thought he was going to go to the Titans. I really did. Robert Saleh loved him. So, but yeah, good luck to him. Chargers signed tight end Charlie Kohler. That's interesting. But yeah, those are really good signings. I'm well behind on some of the breaking news. Colts are signing former Titans standout edge Arden Key. Okay, 20 million with 11 million guaranteed. I mean, they need to go cheap now because of the Alec Pierce. I just don't see it. Titans agree terms to tight end Daniel Bellinger. Again, another one. So it's interesting, right? Because it's interesting because if you look at it, old head coaches like Brian Dable are bringing players over to the Titans. I mean, they didn't get it done with the Giants, so you'd think that they would want fresh players, but apparently not. They want the same old players. So that's interesting. That's a really good signing, by the way. John Franklin Myers to the Titans. That's a really good signing for them. He's going to be a difference maker. Right, what else we got going on? Charlie Kohler has agreed to terms of the Chargers. 3 million, 24 million. Okay, 3 years, 24 million. Okay, Chargers going to catch up here now. Is there any more here? Who's this? I also know that Devin Bush went to the Bears as well. Dave, Josie's asking you, what do you think about, are you sad about the DJ Moore move? David Andrews, very interested to see what the Pats do over the next few days. Brian Hoyer has convinced me Pierce was a great move. Hoping we get some OG or wide receiver news soon. I think they might need to have a guard come in. Right. Okay. Well, we got Trubisky as well. He went to the Titans. Okay. Breaking news, Mike Evans again. Just trying to get up to speed here. All these we've seen before. We've seen all these. Titans are signing cornerback Cordale Flott to a 3-year, 45 million deal. Okay. I don't know much about him, if I'm being honest. Will Compton, what's Will going to say? Hang on, what's he going to say? Let's have a look.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, thank you, Will. Thank you for swearing, Will. Very sad, Josie. I feel it was a terrible move. I understood it with going after Crosby, but they didn't and made no sense to me. Pees me off, actually. I don't blame you. I thought they were doing it for Crosby as well. Dave Cars, you probably love this. You can just listen that I'm talking about all the trade and signings while you work. There you go. Happy days. I was going to go live earlier, but because I knew everyone would be watching Pat McAfee, so it's like, no point. Colts there. Malik is taking his talents to South Beach. Let's just get Alec Pierce. I don't know. I might be wrong with him. Oh, sugar. Everything keeps dropping here. I might be wrong with Alec Pierce. I don't know. Chief standout, safety Brian Cook is expected to sign with the Bengals. Oh, wow, Bengals. First move of the... Well, I hate the Bengals. I just think they're wasting talent with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and all that. I just think they're being wasted there with the Bengals. I hope they can leave because the Bengals are a dumpster fire. They're up there with the Jets, in my opinion. So the Titans returned. No, not that one. the Broncos are re-signing running back J.K. Dobbins. They've done a good job in keeping their guys. They also signed Sam Ellinger yesterday. Got a year contract with him. I think it was $2 million or something. Raven tight ends in the contract for 2026. Mark Andrew, yeah, that's the only tight end they got. 2 of them are gone now. Who's this? Titans are signing former Saints cornerback Alontae Taylor to $3 million. But they're spending 3 years, $60 million deal per multiple sources. Taylor was the top target for Tennessee to join Robert Sala's defense. He started 53 games in New Orleans and is viewed as an outside corner by Tennessee. They're going for it. Titans also going. Oh, no, they have. Yeah, sorry, same guy. Joe, J.K. Dobbs back. Right, are we nearly done now? Yes, we are, baby. There. Yes, I saw that. I played that yesterday. Dre said, yup. Let's not fumble here and be sure to smash that like button, subscribe. Yes, please do smash the like button and subscribe, even if you don't like me. That would be appreciated. Right. So Joe Burrow was there with Jessica Alba. I did show the picture yesterday. Dave Portnoy did tweet it out, and I showed it on last night's stream. That's very interesting indeed. Right, who else we got? Titans signing CB, right. Giants sign good. Tremaine Edmonds. Titans sign Alontae Taylor. Titans sign John Franklin Mayer. Titans sign Cordale Flo. The 2 cornerbacks in now with the Titans. Chargers sign tight end Charlie Kohler. Bengals sign Brian Cook. Seahawks re-sign quarterback Josh Jobs. Broncos re-sign running back J.K. Dobbins. So there you go. Let's take a look to see what else is going on. If I take that off for a second. The Commanders are re-signing backup quarterback Marcus Mariota on a 1-year, $7 million deal. So that's breaking news. So Marcus Mariota will be staying in Washington with the Commanders as a backup and signing for $7 million. So nice little earner for him as well. Right, let's see what else is going on here. Let me share this now. So some of the deals have happened. So quarterback Malik Willis is gone. Aaron Rodgers is more than likely to re-sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers, or if not, retire. Daniel Jones, transition tagged by Indianapolis Colts. We got Kyler Murray, who is more than likely, allegedly, going to be the starter with the Vikings next year, which I think is a terrible move for the Vikings. I don't see him as a fit. If he doesn't work in Arizona, I don't see him working with the Vikings, even though I do rate Kevin O'Connell very highly. Tua is more likely to go to the Atlanta Falcons, and I think that Atlanta Falcons so far have done a piss poor job in free agency. I don't know what they're doing at the minute. They don't seem to be doing that good of a job so far. Russell Wilson, I do not rate, and I do not care where he goes. Marcus Mariota, as we just heard, is just signed a 7-year, $7 million 1-year contract with the Washington Commanders. Geno Smith allegedly is the lead QB that the Jets want. So he obviously was cut by the Raiders. They paid something like $50 million for him over 1 year, and now he's been released. And allegedly, the Jets have targeted him as their number 1 quarterback for next year. Tyler Huntley, he has signed. This must be old because he has signed for the Ravens, 2-year deal. Was it 3-year deal? $17 million. Tyrod Taylor, no idea. Kenny Pickett, don't know. Garoppolo, I just think they make sense that he goes to the Cardinals or stays with the Rams. Gardner Minshew, Sam Howell. Running backs, obviously Kenneth Walker has gone to Kansas City, Breece Hall. So if you saw this, let's see if we can get this for you now. If you didn't see this, Breece Hall bought some energy earlier on today. He wasn't really happy, I don't think. if there we go. Let me put this up on screen and we'll get back to the other one. Oops, wrong one. Doesn't seem too happy with the moves that the New York Giants have been making because they've been in free agency. They've been quite busy. And he went to Twitter to tell us all about it. And he was saying, "Damn, we sure got a lot of money in Florham Park. All these contracts dudes signing. I'd definitely be pocket watching in free agency," he says. So if you don't know, he did sign he will be signing a franchise tag. He was trying to work out a contract with the Jets, but they have not, opened the coffers, shall we say. So that's what that's alluding towards, is that he wants to be paid and he hasn't been paid. So he's not happy about that. Back here again, we got Travis Etienne to the Saints. I think Rico Dowdle should go back to the Panthers. I think that's a good fit for him, but we'll see. He's not really happy at the minute. Tyler Allegier, I can't say that. Arizona Cardinals, Nate was very happy with that. 2 years, $12.25 million. Javonte Williams re-signed with the Dallas Cowboys. J.K. Dobbins re-signed with the Denver Broncos. And Kenneth Gainwell, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wide receivers, Joe Pickens, obviously we knew. Alec Pierce, I believe they overpaid for. Then we got Stefan Diggs. More teams could be weary of him about his court case coming up. Mike Evans to Bang Bang, Niners gang. And then we don't know, Wan'Dale Robinson, obviously, to the Titans. Jalen Naylor to Vegas. 3 years, $35 million, which, okay. And then Zacchaeus signed with the Atlanta Falcons. That was one of the first signings today. Then we obviously know Kyle Pitts signed with the Falcons. Travis Kelce made his way back to the Chiefs. Isaiah Likely signed with New York today, as we discussed. Charlie Kohler to the Chargers. Austin Hooper signed with the Atlanta Falcons from the Patriots. 1 year, $3.25 million. I believe he was at the Falcons previously as well. K. Dotton re-signed with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chris Maneritz signed with the Giants 1 year. Tackles, I can't believe, we spoke about this yesterday, Jermaine is still here. Jermaine Eluemunor. He used to be a Raider. He would be a great signing for the Raiders, I think. The Giants' right tackle has not been signed. He needs to be paid. He's actually from England, from London, mate. So that'd be interesting. Then Trent Brown, he did re-sign with the Houston Texans, set for 1 year, $7 million before it all opened today. And obviously got David Edwards. Elijah Verateka is going to be an interesting one. If he's healthy and fit, then he's going to be someone that will command a lot of money, but he's not been signed yet. Dalton Reisner, Cincinnati Bengals, they are keeping the whole O-line, from what I understand. Ed Ingram re-signed with the Houston Texans. John Simpson signed with the Baltimore Ravens. And Zion Johnson, the ex-first rounder for the Chargers, has signed with the Cleveland Browns. 3 years, $49.5 million. Andrew Wiley re-signed with Washington Commanders. Austin Corbett is a name if he's fit and healthy, he'll be a good signing for somebody. I know Wyatt Teller and Elijah Verateka are two names to watch out for the Giants. They are interested in those two players. Joe Bitonio, I imagine he will go back to the Browns unless he gets an opportunity to win a Super Bowl. He's been a stalwart at the Browns. So I presume he wants to do a similar thing to Joe Thomas and finish his career there. Then obviously Tyler Linderbaum to Vegas. Connor McGovern back to the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Biadasz, I'm not sure how you say that, but signed with Tyler Biadasz, signed with the Los Angeles Chargers, 3 years, $30 million. And Cade Mays replaces Graham Glasgow as the center of the Detroit Lions, 3 years, $25 million. Edge defenders, there's a few big names here. I know the Chicago Bears were in for Trey Hendrickson, but I think he was just too expensive, Dave. Odafe Owe, Jalen Phillips, which is for me, the wow signing of this cycle so far in the first day. 4 years, $120 million, I believe $80 million guaranteed. Then Khalil Mack obviously gone back to his Chargers, which I think is a good move for both parties. Draymond Jones with the Patriots, good signing. And Arden Key gone to the Colts from the Titans, ex-Titan, 2 years up to 20 million. Interior defenders, we got David Onyemata signed with the New York Jets, 1 year, 10.5 million. Then we got John Franklin Myers signed with Tennessee Titans in a good move, I think. 3 years, 63 million. Sheldon Rankins re-signed with Houston Texans, 2 years. And Kairis Tonga signed with the Kansas City Chiefs, 3 years, 21 million. As I said the other day as well, I'm interested to see where Christian Wilkins goes because of the rumors about him in his actions in locker rooms and stuff. He's not, I don't know, there's something wrong with the guy apparently. Devin Lloyd, Jaguars want him back, but he's just commanding too much. I think they want to keep him, but he's so expensive. Devin Bush, he's an interesting cat because he started his career off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think he spent 4 years there, had a few injuries, didn't really stand out. Went to Seattle for a year, didn't really do anything there. Then he came back and signed for the Browns for a couple of years and actually did really well there. And now he gets his just desserts. He goes to the Chicago Bears, 3 years, 30 million. Good luck to him, Devin Bush. Obviously, I think when he was in Michigan, he was a hell of a player. So I hope it all works out for him. Kobe Dean is going to be interesting. I think the Eagles are back in on the Kobe Dean. I think they want him. Demario Davis signed with the New York Jets, 2 years, 22 million. Jermaine Edmonds signed with the New York Giants, 3 years, 36 million. Obviously, he's the ex-Buffalo Bills. One of the players I really like, Alex Anzalone. I really like him with the Lions. I think unsung hero. Giants were after him, Jets were after him. I think the Lions wanted him back. But in the end, according to the Pat McAfee show, he wanted to stay in Tampa Bay Buccaneers because he lives in Tampa Bay in the off-season. I think he and his family wanted to stay there, so he stays there. So there you go. So we also got Justin Stranad, re-signed with the Denver Broncos, 3 years up to 19.5 million. And Cole Holcomb re-signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers, 2 years, 5 million. And Dave is very happy. Go Chicago. There you go. I would be intrigued to see where Quay Walker goes and where Quincy Williams goes as well. There's part of me that hopes that Quincy Williams makes it to Dallas Cowboys just to reunite him with his brother Quinlan. And I do actually think Quincy's a very good player as well. Quarterbacks, obviously the Rams have been in for 2 of the cornerbacks already, but Jamal Dean's gone to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jalen Watson, obviously, joins Trent McDuffie with the Rams. Asante Samuel Jr. re-signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Montaric Brown re-signed with Jacksonville Jaguars. Eric Stokes re-signed with the Las Vegas Raiders, even though I said that it was the Packers. My mistake. James Pierre signed with Minnesota Vikings. That's all your corners. There's plenty of corners out there, plenty of options for people. Safeties, Brian Cook signed with the Cincinnati Bengals. Cameron Curl re-signed with the Rams. Kobe Bryant signed with the Chicago Bears for 3 years, 40 million. And that's it. So, we'll keep an eye out on that now, and we'll go back to the actual Twitter now to see what else is going on here online, just because we missed some stuff. So I'll go through that backwards. Share that. The Titans went into free agency with 99 million in cap space. They had a legitimate plan to address multiple positions and have gotten all their guys right out the gate. So there you go. They signed Saints. There you go. They're happy with that. They got stronger on both offense and defense. The Ravens free agents who left elsewhere got paid. Ty Linderbaum, highest paid center, 27 million per year. Isaiah Likely, highest paid tight end in 2026 free agency, 13.3 million average per year. Charlie Cole, the highest paid blocking tight end, 8.1 million average per year. Jordan Stout, highest paid punter, 4.1 million average per year. And punters, lots of punters have been signed during free agency so far. Gillum has left New York Jets, so he's been released from there as well, because they did sign the Baltimore Ravens punter. So Titans agreed. There you go. We got some of these already. So backup Marcus Mariota returning to the Commanders on a 1 year, worth up to 11 million. I said 7, but apparently it's 11. Who else? Anything else going on? J.K. Dobbins re-signed. We got all these. We're ahead of everybody. Former Browns D-end Cameron Thomas reached an agreement today with the Falcons in a 1 year, 3.1 million deal. Obviously, the Browns ex-head coach Stefanski re-signing Cameron Thomas. Not a well-known name. Bengals expected to sign safety Brian Cook. There you go. More O-line help for the Lions. They've agreed to terms with veteran Larry Borom from Miami Dolphins, it seems. More O-line help for the Lions. Priority today, Rappaport says. Titans so far today have signed wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson for 4 years, 70 million. Defensive tackle John Franklin Myers, which I think is at the minute my favorite move of free agency, 63 million over 3 years. Cornerback Alontae Taylor, 3 years, 60 million. Cordell Flott, 3 years, 45 million. So 2 quarterbacks already changed the culture and the team on defense. Tight end Daniel Bellinger. Again, I don't really, from the Giants, so 2 players from the Giants there. I think there's 3 players from the Giants. And then quarterback Mitchell Trubisky, 3-year deal. Now I'm surprised that he made that move. But if you remember, Brian Daboll was the OC in Buffalo when he originally went there. So that probably plays a part and probably a pull for him to go to the Titans as well. So that does make sense, but I'm surprised Buffalo let him out the building. Also, do a transition. So there you go. That's what it meant was Commanders are re-signing backup quarterback Marcus Mariota on a 1 year, 7 million deal. He can make up to 11 million with incentives. That's what it meant. Okay, that's fine. It was up to 11 million. Okay, that's why. Yeah, so it's been very active. It's been very, very active, actually. A lot more active than I expected it to be. I knew it would be active, but I didn't expect it to be this active, though, if I'm being honest. All right. What else we got here now? Let me go back up here. Oh, the Patriots agreed to terms with fullback Reggie Gillum he's from the Buffalo Bills. So Greg Rosenthal. Let's have a look to see. Oh. Okay, I can't see a link, so let me get this up then. See what Greg said. I don't even know what he said. Let's just have a look here. Okay, so for him, these are the best available left. Let's go through them. Kyler Murray. Although Murray has been streaky as a pro, and there are limitations to his game, let's not let Nate say anything here. I don't know if he is the best. Like they're saying, he was the 4th best player in free agency before we started today. and he's the best player left. Is he? Is he really the best player left? Is he the best player left because he's a quarterback? Is that why? Here you go. I knew you'd be around somewhere here. Is he the best player left because he's the quarterback? Maybe that gets added value. I mean, I don't know if he's the best player available right now. Right. So he says, which I think that he loses a bit of credibility. He says, although Murray has been streaky as a pro and there are limitations to his game, he's been incredibly productive as a starting quarterback. The talent is obvious and would provide an immediate upgrade to a number of teams, as long as the head coach is also the right match for him. Right, so think about this, right, off the top of my head. Who is he a better quarterback than? Is he better than Drake May? No. Is he better than Josh Allen? No. Is he better than Jackson Dart? Questionable, but I would say no right now. Is he better than... trying to go through the conferences. What's his name? Quarterback Eagles. I forget his name. How can I forget his name? It starts with J. Oh, that is atrocious. Jalen Hurts. Thank you, Nate. Jalen Hurts. No, he's not better than Jalen Hurts, I don't think. Even though I don't rate Jalen Hurts one bit. I don't really like Jalen Hurts. But I don't think he's an upgrade. Is he better than Joe Burrow? No. Would be an upgrade from Shador Sanders? Probably. Right now, probably. Probably. He would be an upgrade. Okay, so I'll give him Cleveland Browns. He'd be an upgrade at the minute. I'm the same, Nate. I'm the same as you. Jalen Hurts is overrated. I agree. I agree. I put better than Taylor. I put him on the same par. I don't rate either one of them. I think he's a better leader for sure as well. So I would say that Jalen Hurts just because he's a better leader. Obviously, you've also got Deshaun Watson with Browns as well, but I'm putting him to the side because, you know, whatever with him. Is he better than Lamar Jackson? No. Is he better than... I'm trying to go through... I should get my list up, but I refuse to get my list up. But going through Baltimore, is he Cincinnati, the Pittsburgh? Aaron Rodgers? No. Is he better than Baker Mayfield? No. Is he better than Tyler Shock? Not yet, because Tyler Shock, I think, had a really good end to the season. So I wouldn't say he was better than Tyler Shock. It's too early to say. Is he better than Kirk Cousins? No. I would take Kirk Cousins 100%. If I had a choice of who should be the Vikings starter, it would either be Daniel Jones or Kirk Cousins. Those are the two that I would take there. I think they are the best players for Kevin O'Connell. Is he better than Penix Jr.? Now, I'm not a big fan of Penix Jr. either, but I think Penix Jr. is better. Oh, I love the fact Josie's behind. I love she's still catching up though. She's catching up. So we're not going to say anything to her. Let's just pretend that she's still alive. Thank you, Josie. Is he better than Knicks? I'm behind her. I don't want to say anything to you. Is he better than Knicks? No. Is he better than Fernando Mendoza coming in? We just don't know with Fernando, do we, really, to be fair? Right. Is he better than Justin Fields? Yes, he's better than Justin Fields. He's better than Justin Fields. You're all good, Josie. You're all good, my darling. Is he better than Justin Fields? Yes. So that's Shador Sanders, Justin Fields. Are two players I would say he's better than. Is he better than Williams? Caleb Williams? No. Better than Jared Goff? No. Better than Love? No. Is he better than JJ? So the question is he better than JJ McCarthy? Is he better than JJ McCarthy? He could be an upgrade for the Vikings. And I don't think he will be. I don't think he will be an upgrade. He's got experience. But Cam Ward is better. Yes. Cam Ward is better. Daniel Jones is better. CJ Stroud is better, even though I think there's a question mark on him. Bryce Young is better. Justin Herbert's better. I should bring a list of quarterbacks up. Kyler's better than the high school starter. I'm not sure with that height. Who are we missing? Oh, but Brock Purdy. Is he better than Brock Purdy? No. I gotta say, there's no way. I gotta say this. Brock Purdy's number 1 quarterback in the league. I'm kidding, but I say that because we got Josie and Sarah P here. So yeah, there's just so many quarterbacks. And I know I'm missing people that I haven't said, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. I think I'd said most of them anyway. Matt Stafford, obviously, he's not better than Matt Stafford. I don't think he's better than Garoppolo. I don't think he's better than Brissett now, even though I don't actually. I'm in different camp to Nate here. I'm not a massive fan of Brissett. I think he's solid, and I think he's a very good backup, but not a starter. But if you just want a year where you don't mind having a little bit of a bad season and draft up the top next year for a quarterback, then it makes sense to keep Brissett, So is he better than Geno Smith even from the Raiders when he was there? No. He's probably better than Kenny Pickett. I'll give him that. So it's only literally the only 2 teams that he could be the best player there, as in quarterback, is the Browns and the Jets. The Browns and the Jets. And even the Browns is questionable because we haven't seen enough of Shedeur Sanders yet. So I think he's only an upgrade for the Jets. So that's when this guy's saying the talent is obvious and would provide an immediate upgrade to a number of teams. I don't see it. What numbers? And also, as the head coach is the right match for him. Well, head coach of the Jets is Aaron Glenn. So that's not a good match. That might be a shout. I don't think he wants to, though, because wouldn't he have to go and be a traveling baseballer for 2 years? You have to travel for a couple of years before you get the big leagues. Because for those that don't know, I think he was the 8th pick in the. So he signed. So he was drafted as the 8th pick or something like that, I believe it was, in the baseball league, and he signed a contract with them. And he said, but he wanted to play 1 more year in Oklahoma. They allowed it, and then once he finished there, he said, no, I'm going to go into the draft. And then that's where he went to the Arizona Cardinals. I think he was pick 8 anyway, and he was pick number 1. So there you go. I agree. Geno Smith is better. Was it athletics? Kyler Murray, baseball. I said pick 8. Oh, he's 9th pick, Oakland Athletics. So there you go. In a 2018 MLB draft, he was the 9th pick in the Oakland Athletics. That's good. I wasn't far off. I was a bit wrong, saying 8th, but you were spot on, Nate. Shout out to my husband for teaching me all about sports. Happy days. Shout out to Nate. There. So there you go. That's one. Right, who else have we got here? We then got Trey Hendrickson. Now, I will grant you, I think Trey is probably one of the best left right now. Lions agreed to terms with O-line Larry Borom. Okay, I think we knew that. Okay, fine. I think the problem with Hendrickson is he's going up in age, and also, are they Las Vegas Athletics now? I did not know that. He's expensive and he's getting old now. Only 1 season removed from finishing 2nd Defensive Player of the Year voted. Henderson hits free agency again, this time as a 31-year-old coming off core muscle surgery. He's a boom or bust signing for a team looking to get over the hump. Now, he would be a great signing for somebody, but I doubt that's the price that he wants to be paid. I think that the Bengals did him dirty. The Bengals should have let him go last year. They did him dirty. He was very loyal to the Bengals, and they did him dirty, in my opinion. Now, you could argue this is the best player left. Devin Lloyd, still young. So, breaking news. Green Bay Packers are releasing two-time Pro Bowl center Elgton Jenkins. That's two-time Pro Bowl center Elgton Jenkins has been released from the Green Bay Packers. Breaking news, that is. I got it before everybody. Stick here, people. Again, the Jaguars can't afford him, but he's one hell of a player, Devin Lloyd is. I think he would be a massive asset. I think the problem is when you've got teams like the Jaguars and the Panthers, you've got players like Devin Lloyd and there's others as well. Josh Allen's another one from not the QB Josh Allen, the linebacker Josh Allen. They're out of sight, out of mind. Derek Brown is another one from the Panthers. They are much better than what they get credit for. They're much better. If they play for higher profile teams, they'd be Pro Bowlers, they'd be All-Stars, But because they play in lesser teams, they don't get the praise they deserve, in my opinion. Derek Brown's one of the best, if not the best, interior defensive lineman in the NFL, but he doesn't get credit for that. So that sucks. Dave wants Trey with a base now that Phillips is gone, but just wants too much. Yes, if he was a lot cheaper, he'd risk it, but not for what he probably wants. Do you know what I mean? It's just people get greedy. He knows this is his last contract. Odafe Owe, pass rusher. So he was at Baltimore, I believe. Yeah, he was. He went to the Chargers from the Baltimore. He's not a great run stopper, but that's not what teams pay for in free agency. Okay. Boye Mafe, edge. This is another one that's intriguing from Seattle. Seattle are literally getting rid of everybody. But Schneider is one of the best GMs in the league for drafting. So they're probably trying to restart the clock for the Super Bowl again by trying to get rid of some players. Rashid Shaheed again. Seattle Super Bowl run showed both Shaheed's potential and risk. So again, the Seattle Seahawk player on the free agency trail. Elijah Veriseka, now he would be gone instantly if he wasn't injured or had a couple of big injuries. If he hadn't had those injuries, he'd be gone by now. I think Giants are still in on him. I would love for the Patriots to sign him. I would love for them to sign him. Yes, this is very true. See you later, Sarah P. Take care, my darling. We'll see you all on the next one. Thank you, Sarah. I saw a report that, yes, I've seen that as well. I was quite surprised, to be quite honest with you. Nate, I was very surprised by that. Oh, hang on. Isn't breaking news here. Oh, Boye Mafe, who I just spoke about, is going to the Bengals. He's just signed a 3-year deal with the Bengals. So breaking news, people. Boye Mafe heads to the Bengals on a 3-year deal. So there you go, breaking news. So we just spoke about him. From Seattle, he's going to the Bengals. So he's going there to replace Hendrickson. That's surprising because they've done nothing. They normally don't do anything. They don't pay their own players except for a couple of them. Anyway, a borderline Pro Bowl guard when he's right. Veriseka is coming off a torn tricep, suffered just days before the season started. But that's not an injury that is worrisome long term. So he looks like an outstanding buy low candidate. He's one of the best players there, just a little bit injury prone. So if he stay healthy, he's one hell of a signing for somebody. Who else we got here? Rashid Walker. 7th round pick in 2022. Walker kept fending off challenges for his bookend spot in Green Bay. He's probably league average as a starting left tackle, which is worth plenty. Every team needs left tackle, people. Don't underestimate him. Now, one of my favorite players in the draft. Boye Matha is getting a 3-year, $60 million deal. Okay. Jermaine is the right tackle with the New York Giants. He was with the Raiders for a few years as right tackle. He's grown into the position. He's got better and better every year. I think he was a 5th round pick many years ago. He's 32 years old now. Well, sorry, 31. Sorry, I say 32, 31. He's got a couple of years left in him, and he had a great season last season. Cowboys make a signing. They sign safety Jalen Thompson from the Arizona Cardinals. So the Cowboys sign free agent safety Jalen Thompson, formerly of the Arizona Cardinals. So there you go, Nate. There you go. Cowboys are getting some Cardinals help. You rated him. I did not know that. To be honest, I don't know much about him. Damn Cowboys. So Jermaine's going to be a really good tackle for somebody, a right tackle for somebody. I'm surprised New York even couldn't get a contract sorted. He might just end up going back to New York, but he is. They signed him to a 3-year. So Cowboys are signing former Cardinals safety Jalen Thompson to a 3-year, $36 million contract. So there you go. John Franklin Myers gone to the Titans. It's crazy to think the Rams cut Franklin Myers after his rookie year. Since then, he's earned more than $40 million on 2 veteran contracts. Is headed for a 3rd. Defensive tackles are aging better than ever lately. And JFN, so John Franklin Myers. So he's gone to Tennessee. Old Jets friend. So he was with the Jets. Okay, so he's gone to Tennessee, back with Robert Saleh. Tevin Jenkins, a beast when healthy, but he's too much of a risk. Injuries have effed him over, I think. You're right. I had big hope for him. I think he was a 2nd round pick, if I remember correctly. The Commanders are signing free agent passer rusher Odafe Owe. So Odafe Owe is actually going from the Chargers to the Commanders on a 4-year, $100 million deal. Ooh, bang! So there you go. Odafe Owe from Baltimore to Chargers over to the Commanders. 4 years, $100 million. Whoa, I didn't expect that. But there you go. Each to their own. Now, it might be controversial, but I'm not a big fan of Romeo Dobbs. I think he's a good player, but I wouldn't be paying over the odds for him. I think he's okay, not good or great. So he's workmanlike, I'll give him that. And it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. If Aaron Rodgers is back, he'll go there, I think, but who knows? But now that they got Pittman, I think that's less likely. Brian Cook, short safety. Not sure where he's going to be. Isaiah. Oh, no, there's a few things happening here. What's happening here? Pat McAfee just said, sound the horn. So something big's happening. He's sounding the horn for Odafe Owe. So he signs for the Commanders. $100 million deal over 4 years. $68 million guaranteed. Whoa. Payday. Whoa. Good luck to them all. I love that everybody gets paid. Do you know what I mean? Isaiah Samalo, a former Eagle, played his best football in Pittsburgh. Hang on, let me get this up here. past 3 seasons, which is why it's all the Steelers haven't re-signed him yet. Again, new team, new regime, everything. So you just don't know what Mike McCarthy's looking for. Do you know what I mean? Now, I remember Kwity Paye being signed with the Colts. He was signed with the Colts, and first rounder, 25th pick or something like that. There's a big deal done about it, or 21st pick, I think it was actually. And he's more of an edge setter than a great pass rusher. It's telling that the Colts kept him around on his 5th-year option for last season, but have not extended him. Some teams will be dazzled by the physical potential of the former first rounder. I think the Colts are dazzled. The Colts is interesting because Steichen and Chris Ballard are both on their last legs. They're both on a prove it deal this year. I don't know. I don't think Chris Ballard is, he's seen around the league as one of the best GMs for drafting, but I have to say they've drafted quite poorly. Jonathan Taylor, but he's a slam dunk. Michael Pittman, slam dunk, but I suppose you have to still draft them. So I don't know. It's a tough one. So I was just looking at my screen. So I don't know where he's going to go. I don't actually rate him that highly, Kwity Paye. I don't think he's as good as what some people might think he is. Alontae Taylor, quarterback. I think he's just been signed, isn't he? He's just signed with the Titans, I believe. Clevion Chason rebuilt his career with the Raiders and Patriots over the last 2 seasons, providing excellent juice off the edge. He probably wants to be overpaid because I don't really understand why he's not back with the Patriots. Another breaking news, 49ers news, Josie. 49ers are signing offensive tackle Vedrian Lowe to a 2-year, $12 million max contract with a $5.75 million guaranteed. So that's 49ers are signing tackle Vedrian Lowe to a 2-year, $12 million contract. So hope you're happy with that, Josie. I mean, they have to sign cheap now because they're spending big. So I think that's a good move by them. Caden Ellis is one of the best pass rushing linebackers in football. He's with Atlanta. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in Atlanta because obviously what's their edge rusher from last year? What's his name? James something. That obviously has been arrested in Florida. Let's have a look here. Falcons. James Pierce, is it? And so they spent so much money last year. Oh, hang on. Right. This might be breaking news as well because this is just reported about 19 minutes ago. David here now. Maybe Green Bay will snag Williams. I mean, everyone seems to want to get away from Green Bay, Dave. So I'm not really sure what Green Bay are going to do. Everyone's running away from there. Right. So ESPN 19 minutes ago says disturbing new details in James Pierce Jr. investigation. For those that don't remember, James Pierce is a Falcons first-round pick from last year. I believe they traded with the LA Rams for him, or the other one. I don't remember which one's which. More details surrounding the circumstances. Okay, so this is him. New disturbing reports have emerged from James Pierce Jr.'s domestic violence investigation in Miami. According to a report from ESPN's NFL Nation reporter Mark Atlanta Falcons edge rusher had been the subject of several 911 calls before his arrest on February 7th. Before Pierce rammed his vehicle into Rakia John Jackson's car, ESPN reports that at least 7 911 calls to police indicate heightened fears from the unidentified girlfriend that she was being stalked and harassed, and that she believed Pierce had tried to break into her residence. In one of the calls to the police on January 28th, one unnamed woman who shared the residence with Pierce said that she was in fear after he had damaged the front door to the home. Oh, get this out of the way. Why is this here? Get out. Pierce was gone by the time the police arrived, and she opted to stay in the hotel that evening to avoid further incidents. That was one of the 2 police calls that day. On November 24th, the day after the Falcons' Week 12 matchup with the New Orleans Saints, police were called after Pierce came to a woman's residence, knocked on the door, and called a landline various times. Pierce allegedly owed the subject $70,000, but again left before police arrived on the scene. She called police again in the early hours of the next morning after Pierce's father called to inform her that his son was coming back to the house. He did not arrive on the scene. On February 2nd, just 3 days before Pierce went to California to be recognized as a finalist for the AP Defensive Rookie of the Year, a security guard alleged that Pierce was stalking a redacted individual and has been spotted. I mean, it's been announced already who she was. Spotted at the home on multiple occasions over the past several years. No arrests were made during those police visits to the Jackson residence. However, the report does state that officers instructed Pierce to stay away from his ex-girlfriend's residence. The 2 were in a fluctuating relationship and had separated on multiple occasions dating back to November. Pierce was arrested on 5 felony charges, including aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, aggravated stalking, and aggravated battery of a law enforcement officer. He was released from the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center on a $20,500 bond and with a stay-away order which prohibits contact of any kind with Jackson. She told investigators that she was willing to testify against Pierce should charges come forward. The NFL confirmed in February that it will review his case under the personal conduct policy separate of the pending legal investigation. Okay, so there's no really breaking news there then. We knew all that. So yeah. Interesting. What else we got? He's given she is a WNBA. I thought everyone knew that, to be quite honest with you. So I'm not really sure why they redacted that. Gary and Walker were good until they became injury prone. They got Parsons, Buddy from Dallas, and that mofo from Indy. As far as Malik, I approve of his decision to go start for Miami. I think from what we gather, Miami fans are not very happy, Dave. So I'm glad that you're approving of it, because we saw that the Miami Dolphins fans were very angry about it. They do not rate him one bit. Well, not everybody, but a select few they do not rate him. I see. I like the sports drama. I like sports drama. Yes, I do like it as well. Also, Diggs is going on trial after Easter, according to my sources. He has a hearing on the 1st of April. So we'll see what happens there after the 1st of April. He will be, if any team signs him, he'll be on the, the NFL commissioner's exempt list until that's resolved. So, or unless he's allowed. We don't know the ins and outs. There will be an investigation about it all. But yeah, he's got a hearing on the 1st of April. So we'll see what happens. It is Massachusetts, so we all know how that pans out. Have you seen the meme of the Dolphins? Haha, it's green and gold. No, maybe. No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't think I have. So, before I get back into this one, let's show you this as well, some of the comps. So let's have a look at this. Oh, this is interesting. I'll get back to that in a second. Let's go to this one. Share screen. Ari Meriov. Right, so just in 3 minutes ago, the NFL awarded compensatory draft picks today for the 2026 NFL draft. So here we go. Let's make it. You can't really see. No, you can't see it there. So we've got Minnesota, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, like all getting a third round pick in the draft. We've got San Francisco getting a fourth round pick alongside. Oh, San Francisco getting 3 fourth round picks. 3 compensatory picks. One of them is, well, I don't know. I also Las Vegas are, New Orleans are, Philadelphia are, and New York Jets are. 5th round picks. Baltimore getting 2, Las Vegas getting 1, Kansas City getting 1, Dallas getting 2, Philadelphia getting 1, Jets getting 1, Detroit getting 1, Pittsburgh getting 2 6th round picks, Philadelphia getting 1, and then 7th round picks. We've got Indianapolis getting 1, Baltimore getting 2, Rams getting 2, Indianapolis, getting 2, Green Bay getting 1, Denver getting 2. Yeah, we just discussed that one, Dave. Actually, surprised that they let him go. Right, Bengals signed. There we go. We covered that one. I need to go back to Ari. So how the teams got their third comp picks. Vikings losing Sam Darnold, Eagles losing Milton Williams, Steelers losing Dan Moore Jr., Lions losing Aaron Glenn. That's how they got their compensatory picks. Okay, so there you go. There's that. Let's go here again then. We do all that. Okay, a corner. Don't know much about him, if being honest. Tariq Woolen, another Seattle. Hang on. Is this the same move? Because there's another San Francisco move. No, same move. Adrian Lowe. Okay. Tariq Woolen, yes. Leo Chanel. Interesting. Nick Cross. Okay. The Kobe Dean. As we said earlier on, I think the Eagles want to re-sign him, especially now they've lost Jalen. Quay Walker. Everyone just wants to get out of Green Bay, I think. Too cold. Braden Smith, good tackle, solid tackle. I'm surprised that so he is OCD as well. That's how I know quite good. I suffer from OCD as well. So it's a crippling effect sometimes. So he's had this troubling time with his OCD. I know that. So good luck to him wherever he ends up. Jawan Jennings will be released. I don't think he'll be re-signed by the 49ers. Bang bang. So I wonder where he'll end up. Wyatt Teller, very solid. Giants want him, rumors say, but he is very sought out for. I think he's been solid with the Cleveland Browns. So yeah, we just see where he ends up. Jaquan Brisker, okay. Kelly Campbell. I mean, is he going back to the Cardinals, Nate? Kelly Campbell. I mean, I love him. He's going to be 40 years old in September 1st. He can still play. He can still ball. He's still a good player. You know, he's not obviously what he used to be, but you know, I would love that. You know, Joey Bosa. I mean, interesting where he ends up. Because obviously he left the Chargers, went there for 2 years, didn't really work out for him. He did okay there with the Bills, but he's getting on in age now. Do you know what I mean? He's not as effective as what he used to be. But he's still got value. He's still got some teams he could be playing for, but I'm not sure where he would end up. Because he would be playing less snaps, you know. Cushion Wright, veteran on the show last chance. You remember that show? I do remember the show, but I don't remember him on it. Cadale Floats. I mean, now we're getting to names that I'm not. Geno Smith. Smith Reader's tape was bad, but the situation around him was worse. Although any team interested in Geno's services is banking on his underrated 2024 film, he's got more upside than the other bridge quarterbacks available. That's why the Jets would probably be in on him. But I made a video. You don't think he'll come back, Trey? Nate, you don't? Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Geno Smith is, they say, leaning towards the Jets. Whether he'll go there, I don't know. I made a video about, is it not, if you're the Jets, is it not better just playing Fields for another year? Because next year, there are a long list of quarterbacks going to be in the first round. So, what you don't want is someone like Geno Smith coming in with a point to prove and ending up like outside the top 10, top 15, and not getting a quarterback. They need a quarterback. They were picked 2 years ago and obviously had Zach Wilson, which that was a mistake, obviously. He's not turned out to be what he was projected to be. But we also know that this time of year we talk about quarterbacks. We had last year with Kate Klubnik, for instance. He was rumored to be the number one quarterback in this year's draft, and now he'll be lucky to be a day 3 pick. You know, Gus Spicer, Ala from Drew Ala from Penn State. All these people like slam dunk top 5 picks like this time last year. And look at them now. Some of them won't be drafted, and some of them will be day 2 at best, but more likely day 3 quarterbacks. So you can't always pin on the next year. But I mean, a lot of people will be tanking for Arch Manning. But players don't tank. Teams tank, players don't. So if you get Geno Smith in, careful what you wish for, because he'll probably ball out because he'll want to prove a point. So yeah, careful what you wish for. Kirk Cousins, I think he needs to go back to Miami. Again, I made a video. I wouldn't mind signing Kirk Cousins to the Vikings, and also trading like a 7th or a 6th for Anthony Richardson from the Colts, and having Anthony Richardson say to Kirk Cousins, "We want you to start for the next 2 years. You are the starter for 2 years here. But we also want you to mentor Anthony Richardson and JJ McCarthy. And then after 2 years, let JJ and Anthony have a QB competition. Whoever wins out plays, whoever doesn't gets released." I just think that Anthony Richardson is too talented to not have another chance in this league. And I think he should be a backup for the Vikings, because I know that Kevin O'Connell really likes him. So, hang on. I call him a works wife. Oh, yes. I love it, Josie. I love it. It is. That's how I felt. Hang on, let's show this. Hang on. Josie tagged me in this, and it's so true. Travis, who goes, me trying to keep up with all these free agency signings. Travis Kelce on his ass. He broke that stool. He was Taylor Swift's stool as well, wasn't it? Thank you for the tag, Josie, as always. And for those of you who don't follow me, you can follow me here at the El Chappy Sports Show at El Chappy Sports there. So we did start. We had 8 people. 1st of March, and we're now on the 9th of March. We had 8 YouTube subscribers. We've now got 53. 7 on TikTok, and we've now got 11. And 14 on X, and we now got 21. So we're slowly growing. Oh, breaking news again. Watch. Raiders are signing Colts pass rusher, which we just spoke about in Quitty Pay. So the Raiders are signing Quitty Pay from X. Thank you, Josie Medallion. Sorry, Dave. I say Murray, Gino, to lots of options. Cousins, too. I love Cousins. Murray, no, I wouldn't go with Murray. So there you go. Quitty Pay is going to the Raiders. He's getting a deal worth 16 million per year. Just covered him, and he's now just signed for the Raiders. And allegedly, another breaking news. Oh, sorry. So the deal is 3 years for Quitty Pay, 48 million. 3 years, 48 million. And other breaking news: Tua Tagovailoa is signing with the Falcons on a 1-year deal. Tua has signed with the Falcons on a 1-year deal. Oh, I should just fucking. I had this up. I didn't realize I had it up. So there you go. Quitty Pay there. Raiders 3 years, 48 million. Falcons expected to sign QB Tua Tagovailoa. Hello, Katie. Go Lions. Hello there, Katie. Thank you, Medallion. Go Lions. Go Michigan. Thank you, Medallion. To a 1-year deal per Adam Schefter. So that's news as well. That Quitty Pay's signed for 3 years and Falcons are signed Tua. Now, I don't like Tua, but I understand why they've done that because Michael Penix Jr. is a left-handed quarterback and Tua is a left-handed quarterback. It makes complete sense. So if Penix does go down, they got a ready-made left-handed quarterback to step in. Also, we don't know if Penix is going to be fit and healthy for the start of the season either. So if he's not, then Tua can step in as a starter at the start of the year because he's still got NFL caliber, even though I don't rate him. And what they don't have to do is change the offense. Like if he was a right-hander, then that's completely different. Do you know what I mean? But now with a left-hander, they don't have to change anything. So it works out a lot easier for the Dolphins. So yeah, he will start until Penix comes. Yes, that's it. Because I don't think Penix is going to be ready for the start of the season. They are still hoping he will be, but to be game ready, that's a different thing, So, and Quitty Pay gets who's going to be the first post tours game winner? No, I won't be. Quitty Pay gets 32 million guaranteed in his new deal with the Raiders. So that's a good move. I don't personally see it. But who am I to say? I'm just a dumb Welshman on a YouTube channel talking to a Green Bay Packers fan, an Arizona fan, a Detroit fan, a Bears fan, a San Francisco fan. Yeah. So who am I? Do you know what I mean? But I don't see Quitty Pay being he's a good player, but I don't know. I imagine Trey Hendrickson wanted too much money then because Trey Hendrickson would have been a good fit for them there. So, and I think that the Raiders had 120 million to spend in free agency. So maybe that's why they're just overpaying slightly for players. But yeah, there you go. There's that. Anything else happening? 33% free picks to 15 teams. Nothing else here, I don't think. I feel I'm not sure if Dave's behind that or if I'm just if you've got a left-handed quarterback and then the right-handed quarterback comes in, you have to play differently when it comes to running the ball and passing. Yes. I'm not sure if he's behind or you're just repeating what I'm saying. I don't know. Or you just because Dave is a bit slow. So hey Boston Dave. 2 Daves in the chat. Love it. So there you go. But yes, you're right, Dave. There you go. Interesting. Oh, no compensation for picks for compensatory pick for the Bears for Ian Cunningham. As GM Cunningham of Chicago felt they should have gone them for a minority hire. Oh, okay, interesting. So, okay, so Ian Cunningham, so they don't get a compensatory pick because they believe that Matt Ryan supersedes Cunningham, which is a little bit crappy because most teams now have presidents of football, and that's what Matt Ryan is. So that's a little bit. I think that's a little bit bad egg, to be quite honest with you. Stop, Dilly. And he's signing for the minimum as well. 2 years signing for the minimum. 1 year minimum, so that's 1.3 million he's signing for. And the Dolphins are on the hook for 99 million over 2 years, but that doesn't come into effect this year. It comes into effect after June or July, I believe. So it's mad out there. But good move for him. 1.3 million, cheap deal, and it was the obvious place for him to go. It was the obvious place once you think about left-handed quarterback, so good luck to Tua. But I also hope he doesn't push it because of his health, his concussions and everything like that. I hope he doesn't overdo it, because he's had like 4 concussions. So I hope he doesn't. No one wants to see anybody have bad health. It's not worth it. I'm going to see how much he's earned. So, share screen. Tua. So Tua, his last contract was 212,400,000. So he has earned 124 million. Jeepers, dude. He's earned 124 million. Wow. 6 years, hang on. And he's still being paid more. So his contract, he still could be paid 39. Is it 47 million? Plus the million with. So he still could be paid like 48 million this year as a backup. Mad. Because next year's a potential out. Wow. So alleged cap hit is 56 million. Wow. Wow. That is. Wow. Cunningham was very good, Dave. You're right. I heard a story about him and Ryan Poles that they got to know each other. They weren't like they got to know each other during a combine and stuff like that over the years. And they both promised each other that if whichever one of them becomes a GM, the other would be like the assistant GM. And Poles got the job, and Ian jumped on board because they both bring different qualities to the table, Hang on. So here we go. Raiders free agency so far. Center Tyler Linderbaum, 3 years, 81 million. Wide receiver Jalen Naylor, 3 years, 35 million. Quitty Pay, 3 years, 48 million. Eric Stokes, 3 years, 30 million. And trade for cornerback Taron Johnson. I mean, Tyler Linderbaum is a slam dunk for them. Jalen Naylor is, it's a good pickup. Quitty Pay is an okay pickup. Obviously, Eric Stokes, he's just staying at home there. So that's a good move for them. And Taron Johnson is there as well. Good. Right, what else was there? Falcon sign, yes, we got that one. Oh, that's it. Fine. Newest member of the Raiders. Okay. Oh, now I was looking for that. It says Tua will make $54 million this season. Almost all of it from the Dolphins. Atlanta get him on for the minimum, which I think is $1.3 million, providing an ideal landing spot after he released from Miami. So there you go. He is being paid $54 million as a backup. If I was Tua, he has earned already, we said, he has earned $124 million already. So that's 178 million, just over 178 million. Would you not call it a day? He would be 28 years old. So I think it's, with his concussion and everything like that, obviously you got to take tax off of that and stuff like that, all that, but take the money. Yeah, I'm saying take the money and run. Murray isn't going to sign a 1-year deal. I can guarantee you that. I don't know what he's going to do, Dave. Many teams. He wants to go to Colts or the Vikings, so he hasn't got much choice, to be quite honest with you. He may not sign a 1-year deal, but I think let's have a look here. Let's have a look at Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray has earned $170 million, and summary. Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look here then. He's next year he's owed $42.5 million, but I'm not sure after that how much he's owed. I don't understand enough about it. Richard might get dished. Well, I mean, he's been told to look for a trade, so he will not be with the Colts next year unless he can't find a trade. So I agree with you, Dave, with that one. I think he was unpredictable. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see Richardson. I hope he goes to the Vikings personally, or the Rams. One of those two teams is where I'd like him to go, but who knows with all these players? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, no, that's gone. Yeah, I don't know how to read that, so I don't know. I'll leave that alone. Okay, anything else going on? I'm just trying to. Oh, Adam Schefter retweeted that. Just saying, you're going to designate to a post 1st of June release makes him eligible for the legal tampering period. I declare bankruptcy. It's $99 million. Is there a difference saying he's designating exactly what this? Tyler doesn't have to wait till Wednesday, Douglas. It's just the fact that no one wants him. It'd be interesting because I'd say Kyler wants to go to the Vikings or Colts, and I don't know. Right. Are there going to be any more moves? I don't. There probably will be, but There's been quite a few moves already tonight, which is good. Let's see what they say in the PFT there. Make this bigger. Breaking news. Oh, here we go. Nate, former Chiefs QB Gardner Minshew reached agreement today on a 1-year, $8.25 million deal with the Arizona Cardinals. So Arizona Cardinals get their quarterback in Gardner Minshew. So he's gone to Gillette. I read that there. He's gone to the Cardinals. Gardner Minshew to the Cardinals, $8.25 million. So there you go, Nate. As I was saying, any more deals can be tonight than there was straight away. Gardner Minshew comes in from the clouds. So, yeah, they're working. You're right. Got rid of the defense, working on the offense now. But yeah, I did not see that one coming. Especially, I did not see him get an 8.25 million. That's for sure. I love him. I love him, Nate. I love him. No, do you know what? He it's not a torn ACL, I don't think. They thought it was, but it's not. Hang on. I like him. I don't know if he will back him up. I don't think he goes there unless he's got an opportunity to start. I'm not saying he's going to be starting, but I think that he will be in competition for it. I don't think they're going to put Brissett just to give him the job. I think it'll be a competition. I think it'll be a proper competition as well. So, Gardner Minshew's knee injury has been a significant concern. Initially feared to have suffered a torn ACL, Minshew's MRI revealed that his ACL is intact, but he's expected to miss time. So it's not an ACL injury. It wasn't a torn ACL. They thought it was, but it wasn't. It's just very badly bruised. So yeah. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. I think it'll be competition. He might be a backup. You're right, but I like him. He's got some dog. He's got bite in him. He doesn't give up on plays. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't surprise me if it's a competition, open competition, and he ends up winning it. The Rams have their DBs. Yeah, they do. Two Chiefs DBs. Whatever clients you were signed for, that money will be deducted from the dead cap money from Dolphins and Cardinals. Yeah, this is the side of it I don't quite understand, Nate, how it all works and stuff. That's what I don't understand. So it might be a case then that Arizona Cardinals just essentially just leave it as it is. Brissett and Minshew. That's it. That's the two, and maybe they'll draft a quarterback in the day 3. It's worth going for someone like Drew Aller or Lisamba, wherever you say it, Lissamaya. I think that the Cardinals should be drafting a day 3 quarterback, just as someone for the practice squad scout team. Do you know what I mean? So if I was the Cardinals, I would leave it as it is: Brissett, Minshew, and draft a quarterback, because there is some talented quarterbacks there. I'll just to prove a point, I'll play some tape for you guys. Free agents. No, where's my channel? Let's go here. Oh, now I can't Playlist. Fine. Let's go to playlist then. Draft. Right. This is Drew Aller. I know it's me talking, but you know, you can. Drew Aller from Penn State. Here he is. Penn State. Ooh, a little bit high. That had some speed to it. Okay. Yeah, I got you. So that makes it why it makes sense that it'll be like a 1-year contract because they can't sign big deals. You're right. You're right. Some of the easy throws to begin with. He seemed to just softly throw that one. So he didn't force it, he just guided that in. I like that. You need to make those passes, so I like that. I do wonder how he's going to progress because obviously, ooh, good. Been injured, not a great season. One thing after another for him. I think he was seen as a slip. I think he was seen as a slam dunk first round pick this time last year. But now obviously he doesn't. A lot of people see him as a day 2. Some people see him as day 3. What's that? You see his watch how his timing. His step back looks a bit weird. His feet, the way he, what does he do with his feet there? That looked a little bit weird how he did that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Good throws, powerful throws. He's got a strong arm, that's for sure. His feet, I would say, is not as good as Ty Simpson's. But also, Ty Simpson's got obviously his father was the head coach of a college program. So, I mean, you'd expect that his feet to be good. It was just something I noticed. I don't notice as much now, but for one throw, I did notice, oh, hello. Hello. Come to Papa. There you go. That was a nice throw. That was a nice throw. Is this a repeat? There you go. Plenty of leverage, and there she goes. There she sails. Happy days. That's a good throw. And his feet look a bit better. Plants it. Skips. Boom. Yeah, it might have just been a one-off earlier on. His feet looked a bit weird, but yeah. Right, have we got any more coming? I mean, as I say, last year he was seen as one of the top prospects, even potentially the number 1 pick in this year's draft. But with injuries and everything, it just hasn't worked out for him. Look at him, 6'5" and a quarter inches, 228 pounds. Yeah, his first few years in Penn State, he was, he's prototypical quarterback. I would say he is. If it wasn't for injuries, we would be talking for him to go number 1. I think. There you go, places it nicely. A little bit high, some would say. I don't think so. That's fine. Is this a deep ball? Let's have a. No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. I'm just waiting for the deep ball to see how he does there. He seems to be growing in confidence as well. His feet's doing. Oh, hello! Hello! Wow! That was nice. That was good. That's another nice one. Oh, just slightly overthrown, but that was a nice placement. He's got a cannon of an arm. It just seems like he's throwing with ease. It doesn't even look like he's put much effort into it. Yeah, I mean, I know slightly overthrown, but I don't think that's much on him. I think if I was the Cardinals, I'd be drafting him. Either him or where is it gone?
To the Charger.
I believe Fernando. Where's it? Where's it gone? Gus Garrett Nussmeier. Not every throw is going to be perfect. You know what I mean? That was perfect. No, that's not the one. I did a video on him. Where the videos go? Maybe it's in the videos and I missed it. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Save the playlist then. Okay, now we're on to Garrett Nussmeier. His father is the OC with the Saints. This guy's father is the OC with the Saints. His father is the OC at the Saints. So I expect with him to have good feet. And I know he's got a good arm. Obviously, he was injured last year, so we'll see what comes of this. Oh, that wasn't the best. That was a cannon, but wasn't the best throw. Okay, I mean, that's okay. That's a bit better. You want to see him throw in front of them, not behind them. That's the best of the first three throws, even though it wasn't perfect. That's it. That's nice. Make him work for it. Make him go up for it. That was nice. Okay, no, that was fine. That was good. Not every throw is going to be perfect. You know what I mean? That was perfect. That was great. As I say, no every throw was going to be perfect. That was perfect. There you go. Perfect. He's just getting better and better. He's finding his stride now. Nice. Yeah, he's got a big arm. I just think that these two quarterbacks are good options for them. A hurdler. And his feet is excellent. You look at the difference with his feet as well. He's just, as I say, his father's probably trained him because his feet, just look at his feet. What he does with each. Oh, that is nice. Nice footwork. Nice pass. So I'd say his feet also is better than Gruala's. Oh, nice arm. That was perfect. That was fine. That was a fine throw. That was a good throw. Okay, nice float there. Easy catch. There you go. Well done. So there you go. Son of Saints, OC Doug Nussmeier. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Nice. Perfect. There you go. Perfection. Oh, he's back to these now. No deep balls. He did really well with the deep balls. That's what we want to see more than anything. His footwork is exceptional, and his deep ball was exceptional. That's what we wanted to see. So yeah, good on him. That was a good session for him. Good combine. We'll see where he. So I liked him. I'm not sure, Dave. There might be a guy called Arch that people will be into. But we'll see. I mean, we all thought that some of these players would be pick number one this year. I don't think anyone thought that it'll be Fernando Mendoza, but look at it. You need those high drops to overcome the defender. Absolutely agree with you. Tate and Harrison Jr., Arizona Cardinals, the couple Ohio State boys. Harrison Jr. is, I'm not sure about Tate. I don't know which Tate you're on about. Anyway, so the release of Green Bay Packers, Elgton Jenkins leaves behind 4.8 million of dead cap to the Packers, freeing up 19.5 million of cap space. Jenkins earned over 57 million in 7 seasons with Green Bay, and with experience all over the O-line, should have plenty of suitors this week. So there you go. And Nate, you were correct, Nate. The Cardinals' current intention is to keep Jacoby Brissett as their starting quarterback, with Minshew serving as a backup. That surprises me, because I thought Gardner Minshew would want to, go somewhere competitive for himself. But I don't know. Yeah, so there you go. It's not going to be QB competition. So interesting. Titans also signing Austin Schlottman for a 1-year deal. So you thought Bo was a bust. I never thought Bo was a bust. I just thought, I still think he shouldn't be paid top money. I don't think he's the best quarterback in the league or anything. I think he was drafted roughly about where he should have been drafted. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's he is very good, don't get me wrong, but he's not amazing. I wouldn't be paying him massive amounts of money. Bills are signing former Falcons quarterback D. Alford to a 3-year, $21 million deal with $10 million guaranteed. So my point is, Dave, I don't think he can project who's going to be the number 1 pick next year until the draft. People had Cade Klubnik from Clemson as a slam dunk top 10, and many had him as the best quarterback in this year's draft coming up, and he's not going to be drafted until day 3. So we can't predict anything. Right, so now what we'll do, because we're coming to the end, because there's not much on, let's do a mock draft, shall we? I think Minshew, I like Minshew, but he might not be 100% from his injury, Dave. Maybe that's why. I really like it. Right, because we've got some people here, some fans for teams. I don't know if everyone's around right now, but I know Dave, the 2 Daves are here, so let's pick as Green Bay don't have it. Here we go. Pick number 52. So we have to do a 3-rounder because of Dave. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know. I don't agree. Maybe if he wasn't playing. So you can never say that he would have, because they would have been better prepared for Bo. They could have stifled him. So I don't agree with you. You can only play what's in front of you. So maybe if some buts, it is what it is. So I will disagree with you, Dave, because that weather was awful. And I think they would have preferred to play against Bo than Jared's did them. Right. Where's the Bears? Bear necessity. Pick 25. If Nate's here, Arizona as well. And if she's not here, then I'll pick for Josie with the 49ers. Where's the 49ers here? There you go. So those are the 4 picks. You guys in chat can tell me who you want to pick. Dave, Nate, if you're here, Nate, you're picking. I'll give you a couple of minutes. So Nate, you're picking for them. So you get to pick for them. Enter the draft. So on the clock. Well, let me make it smaller. So Fernando Mendoza is off the board, and we got Sonny Styles gone to the Jets, number 2. You are now on the clock, Nate. Nate is on the clock. Pick number 3. I don't mind Brissett, if I'm being honest. I don't mind him. I think he's a leader, and I think players want to play for him. I just think, I don't know. And I would get, as I say, a quarterback in the draft. But that's for another time. This is now, Nate is on the clock, people. We got Fernando Mendoza's off, and we got Sonny Styles off as well. So now Nate gets to pick for the Arizona Cardinals. Who will he pick? The pick number 3 for the Arizona Cardinals. So Arizona's on the clock. Nate is on the clock. Let's listen to what he wants to do here, Nate. If you want me to look up some positions for you, I can do so for sure. But we got Ara Reese, Jermaine Love, Ruben Bain, David Bailey, Francis Mayagua, Caleb Downs, Mansour Delane, Carnell Tate, Dylan Tieneman, Spencer Fano, Monroe Freeling, Kenyon Sadiq, McKay Lemon. There's plenty to do here for you, Nate. Arizona taking their time on the call. Who will they pick? It'll be an interesting one. Spencer Fano is off the clock. There he is. Spencer Fano is coming in. Rank 12, Spencer Fano. He is a 6'6", 308 pound junior, 21 years old, from University of Utah. And fun fact, Spencer Fano is my tackle number 3. He's my 3rd ranked tackle. So he is going there. Spencer Fano has gone there. Now, the next pick was Dave. You are on the clock. Dave, Boston Dave, that is. Jeremiah Love has gone to the Titans. Ara Reese has gone to the New York Giants. The Ruben Bain's gone to Cleveland. Caleb Downs has gone to Washington. David Bailey to the Saints. Mansour Delane to Kansas City, which now makes more sense. Iona from Penn State has gone to the Bengals. Dylan Tieneman has gone to the Dolphins. Carnell Tate has gone to... Carnell Tate going to the Cowboys after Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Whoa. Francis Mayagua is going... He is my tackle 1. He's going to the LA Rams. McKay Lemon is going to the Raiders. Jamod McCoy is going to Tampa Bay. CJ Allen is going to the Jets. Caleb Banks is going to the Lions. Monroe Freeling, who is my tackle 2. Monroe Freeling. I'm higher on Monroe Freeling than I am on Spencer Fano. He's going to the Minnesota Vikings, which with Ryan Kelly retiring, that would be a good move because some people can push inside maybe. Kenyon Sadiq, good player, gone to the Panthers. Jordan Tyson to the Cowboys. Keldrick Falk, which a lot of people think he is not underrated. He's not rated high enough for some people. Akeem Mesidor, edge rusher to the Chargers. Cassius Howell to the Eagles. Blake Miller, tackle to the he is tackle 4, I think, to the Cleveland Browns. And now we've got the Chicago Bears on the clock, Dave. You have got some of these people: Emmanuel McNeil, Warren, Avion Terrell, Omar Cooper Jr., Hayden McDonald, TJ Parker, Peter Woods, Denzel Boston, Colton Hood, Caden Proctor, Casey Concepcion, Max Inn, or whatever, how you say that, Emmanuel Pregnon, Christian Miller. What you going to do, Boston Dave? Where you going, Boston Dave? Where do you want to go, my friend? You tell me and we will draft whoever you want. Whoever you want. Wherever you want. Take Parker. TJ Parker is being drafted to the Chicago Bears there. And let's look at him. He is... Josie, if you're here, get ready. You're picking next, mama. He is a 6'3" junior, 260 pounds, 21 years old. And I don't disagree with Day. I think TJ Parker is the man there. We've had Emmanuel McNeil-Warren going to Buffalo Bills, and now we have got San Francisco 49ers on the clock. They have also got Mike Evans for wide receiver needs. They still need a wide receiver, though. Is Josie here? She might not be here, so she might not be able to pick right now, and which means I might have to pick for her. We got even Terrell there. I'm not going to pick him. Caden McDonald. This is going to be a tough one. Who do you go here? They need edge rusher. I'm calling this guard. They do need to build in the trenches, but Caden Proctor is somebody I would be looking for here if Josie doesn't come. Or do you just pad it up and go, do you know what? Best player available, Avion Terrell. He is the best player available, Or do you go Omar Cooper Jr. for that? That's fine. I'll pick for you. I don't know what I'm going to pick, so I'm going through them anyway. That's fine. Broncos are re-signing Alex Singleton to a 2-year, $15.5 million deal. So we got plenty of choices here. I really don't know where you would go here. I'm tempted with Caden Proctor. However, you've got to look at Avion Terrell. I can't believe he's dropped all the way to number 27. I think he's somebody that you'd be looking to pick like 16 to 18 kind of range. So I know it's not a mighty need for them, but I'm going to go with best player available for the San Francisco 49ers. Now we're back with Nate on the clock here. Sorry, Nate, if you're working and you're busy, don't worry. But we have got here, a lot of people have said that they would pick Ty Simpson here. So we'll see what Nate wants to do here if he's around. If not, we'll pick for him. But if he's around, we'll give him a couple of minutes here. We got Denzel Boston. We got Casey Concepcion, Max, Christian Miller, Caleb Lomu, Lee Hunter, Zion Young, Braden, Ty Simpson. Who went here? So people who went were Emmanuel Pregon, Peter Woods, Colton Hood, Caden Proctor's gone there, Caden McDonald has gone there. So yeah. Where does Nate want to go? Where do we go if Nate doesn't want to go? Chiefs are giving free agent Travis Kelce a 1-year, $12 million deal that has a max value of $15 million. Where would Nate go here? I don't think the only way they take Ty Simpson here is if you want him to sit for a year and you think he is the guy. Parker's gone. You've got Denzel Boston, Casey Concepcion. If you want to look at players for you, we can look at linebacker. Do you want to see Jacob Rodriguez, those there, edge rushers, Zion Young. Yes, you've got two wide receivers, best available, another tackle. Defensive interior, Concepcion. Oh no, that was another Dave. Christian Miller, Caleb Lomu, Lee Hunter. So Parker was gone to the Chicago Bears at 25 with Boston Dave. I don't know where you would go. Pregnon gone. Yes, he went pick 28. Pregnon gone there. Peter Woods. Literally, these are your top. Denzel Boston, Casey Concepcion, Max Inananka, Christian Miller, Caleb Lomu, Lee Hunter, Zion Young, Braden Sissy, Ty Simpson, D'Angelo Pons, Chris Bell, Jacob Rodriguez. You're slim pickings here. Slim. Because you don't need a wide receiver, but if you want best available, do you know what I mean? You don't need another tackle. You've taken one already. Defensively, it's a few here. Or do you take Ty Simpson? Max from Scum Devils. You want another tackle. So Paris Johnson. So one of them will have to play guard because you've taken two. Now, Fano Wood might actually play guard. So Max is a redshirt senior, 330 pounds, 6'6". So he could go interior. Not a bad little pick there. You're bolstering it. Yeah, more O-line, yeah. More O-line, so there you go. So then from there, so let's have a look here. So Max gone, Zion Young's gone, Casey Perception with the Raiders, Kristen Miller to New York Giants, Lee Hunter to Houston Texans, Chris Bell to the Browns, Denzel Boston to Washington, D'Angelo Pons to India, to Bengals. You got Mason Thomas to the Saints, Jeremy Bernard to the Dolphins, Jacob Rodriguez, good pickup there for the Jets. I hope he doesn't go to the Jets because, but he would be a good player. Chris Johnson to the Ravens, Tampa Bay pickup Brandon Cisse, Caleb Lomo to the Colts, good pick there for them if they get that person. Oops, wrong one. Oops. Eli Stowers, Vanderbilt to the Falcons, Keith Abney to the Vikings, Malachi Lawrence to the Lions, Chase Bisontis to the Panthers, and we got Dave on the clock here with the Green Bay Packers. Now, Dave might not be here, so or it takes Dave like 2 hours to give his opinion. So the top picks are Ty Simpson, Gabe Jacobs. This is their number one pick. This is their first pick in the draft at pick 52. So, I mean, they need some edge rusher help, that's for sure. AJ Hawkley, Keon Scott, running back Price, Jennings Dunker. Oh, yeah, the mullet. Jennings Dunker, the mullet. He's a tackle. Dave, you got a minute, Dave. This is Green Bay, Dave. Or he might be hiding because he doesn't want to make a crap pick for them. Do you know what I mean? So, otherwise, I'm going Jennings Dunker. He's from Iowa. He's a tackle. He used the mullet. And, yeah, they need some tackle help with free agency. And he is from that kind of area. So, why not give them Jennings? So I got to go with Dave Dave Green Hamburger. I'm going with Dunker. He is going to be the Green Bay Packers pick. Then we got Keontae Scott going to the Steelers. Joshua Josephs going to the Eagles. Gabe Jackas going to the Chargers. Caleb Tiernan going to Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, Dave, we've got Chicago on the clock. You've got Ty Simpson, AJ Holkey, Jadarian Price, Jake Golday, Skylar Bell, Traden Stukes, Derek Moore, Chris Brazel, Josiah Trotter, Dennis Sutton. Do you want me to look for a position for you, Dave? Is there a particular position you want to look at to see who's available? I'm surprised Ty Simpson's still there. Not that Chicago need Ty Simpson, but I'm surprised they're still there. If he still falls to round 3, then I think if I was Nate, I would be picking Ty Simpson. So, any shouts here for you? Do you want me to look at a position for you, Dave? Or are you confident that you know where you're going to go here? You do need a linebacker help. You do. Tremon left to go to the Giants. Interesting what to do here. Interesting spot here for Dave. Price. Oh, yeah, Price. Here he is. So there you go. He's ranked 56th, and you're picking 57. So there you go. I think that's a good pickup. He didn't have a good combine, but I do think he's good. Now we're on to Josie with pick 58. They do not need a quarterback because obviously they have got Brock Bowers, Brock Purdy, and they got Mac Jones as well. So Josie's in a meeting. So let's pick here. Where do we go here? Where do we go? Hey, lovely. Now this is a tough one. There's no real. They went cornerback, so we don't need a cornerback again. We're just going to have to punt it. We're going to go with Skylar Bell. They need a wide receiver. I know that Mike Evans has gone there, but they still need wide receiver 3. So let's go Skylar Bell then. They're from Connecticut. They're for San Francisco San Francisco 49ers. So Houston have picked Traden Stukes. Chicago on the clock again, Dave. They need some help here. You've got AJ Halsey, Jake Goldie, Derek Moore. I'd be tempted with Derek Moore. Chris Brazel, Josiah Trotter, Danny Dennis Sutton. Where do you fancy going, Dave? Boston, Dave. Where do you fancy it? Any particular? I'll just warn Nate now. If he's not here, I am picking Ty Simpson for the Cardinals in about five picks. Because I think, well, maybe I'm not actually. Maybe I'm not. But who do you fancy, Dave? What position are we looking for? Unless he goes here to the Rams, maybe Ty Simpson. The Chicago Bears are on the clock. We just got to wait for Dave Boston Labour's Union to tell us. Take Goldie. There you go. Jake Goldie, Cincinnati linebacker. He is 6'4", 240 pounds, redshirt senior. He will be the 23 years old once the season starts. Good pick, I think. Ty Simpson went to the Rams, which I think would be incredible. If Ty Simpson falls to 61 to the Rams, then wow. Derek Moore, that's a good pickup by the Patriots. So now here we go again. The Arizona Cardinals are on the clock. AJ Halsey, Josiah Trotter, Danny Dennis Sutton, Kyler Louise, Kamari Ramsey, Mike Washington Jr. might be a shout for me. I know you're working, Nate, so don't worry. I can pick for you if need be, because I'm going to pick Mike Washington Jr. if you're not here in a minute, because I know you're working, sir. So don't you worry at all. I can pick for you. I will pick Mike Washington Jr. if Nate is not here in a minute. So if you are working, do not rush, Nate. I've got your back. I just don't want to pick without giving you the option first. That's all. So yeah, there's a few people available. They do need a running back. I do think that it'd be nice to pick somebody up just to be the backup running back. To be that second punch, that would be nice. Forget his full name now. That's why I was looking there. Hang on. Oh, I forgot. They picked up Tyler Allgeier, or whatever you say it. Oh, I forgot about that. They got their running back. They got their 1-2 running back, so we're not taking a running back there. I forgot that. So we're going to have to take somebody else. We're going to take... Oh, there's no one. Let's have a look at the wide receivers, how far back they go. We're going to take Elijah Surratt from Indiana. The wide receiver I think it'd be nice to have somebody like that in the room. Green Bay Packers are on the clock again. Dave's not here, so I'm going to skip him. So I am going to go. I don't know where I'm going. Apparently, Kylan Rudge has not got a good attitude, so I'm not going to take him there. Mike Washington, that's the best player available. Take a running back for them. Dave, you're on the clock again. You're on the clock again, Dave. You got Sam Roche, tight end. You got Genesis Smith, safety. You do need a safety, Dave. So I think you're gonna have to take Genesis Smith, Dave. I think you're gonna have to take him because you do need safety help. Anthony Hill Jr., Jonah Coleman, Malachi Fields. Oh, he's a good player as well. But I think you're gonna have to take Genesis Smith, Dave. I'm going to take him, Dave. I'm going to take him for you. There you go. Genesis Smith to Chicago. There you go. Before you even said it, I was like, yeah, he's gone. So San Francisco on the clock again. I'm going to go, might be a stretch, but I'm going to go Sam Roush, best player available, to go with George. Big Georgie Porgy. Another one in the tight end room to be behind George. So there you go. That's the draft. That's fun. I like to do a draft now and again with all the people. I have to plan another one sometime where people aren't working, so we can do a proper one during the day or something. So let's take one more quick look. See, Hamburger Dave, he chickened out of it. He couldn't pick up for the Green Bay Packers. What do they look at when you don't do? Bill signed CBD but to a 3-year deal. It is. Cade Otton with the Bucks is a 3-year deal, 3-year, $30 million deal as well. $20 million fully guaranteed. Oh, he signed. There you go. I said. Hang on. I just saw this now. I said to you earlier on, I like this player. Giants agreed to re-sign offensive line tackle Jermaine Elimino. Let's go in to see what they say about him. I like him a lot. I think he's worth it. Let's have a look to see if there's anything on him. Giants are retaining one of their. Oh, hang on. Is he speaking? If he is, we'll listen in.
Would be. This was one of the worst kept secrets in the National Football League in the days and weeks preceding free agency. We wrote something about it last night. There was a widespread belief that once the market opened, receiver Wan'Dale Robinson would be jumping from the Giants to the Tennessee.
I don't care about that. The Giants are retaining one of their offensive linemen. According to multiple reports, offensive tackle Jermaine Elimino will be back with New York on a 3-year deal. Elimino's contract is worth $39 million with $26 million guaranteed. That's good. That's good for them. Hang on. No, that's fine. That's a good deal for them. For both sides, I think. $13 million a year for that kind of tackle. I think that's really good. $26 million guaranteed. I said he's probably got 2 years left, so that fits in. We'll make a reunion for him. John Harbaugh helped bring Amner into the league as a Ravens 5th-round pick. Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? He's appeared in 118 games with 76 starts for the Ravens, Patriots, Raiders, and Giants. Oh, was it the Patriots? I did not know that. I only know him from the Raiders and Giants, to be quite honest. But anyway, that is a really good move. So I'm happy for all of them anyway for that. But saying all that, I think we've come to the end because. Oh, one more. We got offensive tackle Trevor Penning. Breaking news, is re-signing with the Chargers on a 1-year, $4.5 million deal. He's with the Chargers, is he? I do remember. Trevor Penning, wasn't he a 1st-round pick for the Saints? Hang on, let me have a look here. Trevor Penning, because that rings a bell. I remember him. I'm sure he was with the Saints. He was a first round, 19th overall pick. I think he was same draft that Chris Olave got picked. He played for the Saints 2022 to 2025. He went to the Chargers last year. Penning, okay, so November 4th, 2025, Penning was traded to the Chargers in exchange for a 2027 sixth round pick. Oh, okay, I didn't remember that. So he re-signs there on a 4.5 million deal. He was seen as the real deal. He was a big, big strong guy. I remember because they had 2 picks, the Saints that year, and they went Olave and then Trevor Penning. No one knew which way they were going to go, and I think they went up. They traded with somebody because the Lions got somebody and they were very apprehensive. But they went with Olave, pick 11, I think it was. But I have to look now because I think it was Chris Olave, pick 11, and the Lions picked up Jameis Williams at pick 12, and they were scared that the Saints went up to 11 to get Jameis, but it wasn't. It was for Chris Olave. So hang on, let me look at the NFL draft now, just to see if I remember it correctly. New Orleans Saints, Chris Olave, number 11, and then Jameson Williams went to the Detroit Lions afterwards. And Washington traded his first round selection to New Orleans in exchange for a first, a third, and a fourth. So I was picked 16, 98th, and 120th. See, I got good memory sometimes. That's why I love football, so I do remember stuff. Boston Dave, it's my pleasure, sir. I think you're the only one left. I think I can see here there's one person left here, so it's you, Boston Dave, Labourers Union. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my friend. And thank you, everybody that did pop in today and supported. And if you're on replay, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. That would be very appreciative as well. And thank you for watching again. Thank you, everybody, for their contribution. I do appreciate all of it. With that, I think I will probably pop on tomorrow as well at some point for an hour just to recap some of the moves. Probably about 8 o'clock again, just to do an hour. Not 8 o'clock, sorry. Around 3 o'clock Eastern, or maybe 4 o'clock Eastern, just to recap some of that day's movements. And then, yeah, leave it at that. So with that, thank you, everybody. I really do appreciate it. And I shall see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much. Take care. Good night.